17 hours waiting for things
Yeah.
to upload. Because we've already been playing for like an hour or two, I think.
I hate that you have to confirm your YouTube account
Ugh,
so you
yeah.
can upload to our videos like I did. I had to give them my telephone number for the Long Live the Queen video. And then it took forever to upload and my internet died several times.
Oh my goodness, yeah, I feel that. So yeah, we're in this city that's in the background.
I like the city. Very aesthetic.
You didn't get all the
Yeah.
names. You do have all the hats though, which means that no, I could not pick up a Chuck's hat.
Sad.
I don't want to do stupid. I don't need a hat to do that.
I was gonna say, I think you can be stupid without a hat.
No, that's impossible.
I'm gonna make you a hat if you need it to be stupid.
I can't see my faces.
Hmm?
I see your cursor.
I don't want it to show my faces. I don't like it when it does that, and I think it's been doing it that entire time. I'm so sorry.
Nah, it was just now.
Okay, good.
How are you recording on the Switch?
Faffy sent me the ability to.
Do you have an emulator thingy?
No, it's just something that.
Murder those kids.
Laura sounds like a Muppet.
They are lucky that
Hey!
6 isn't. They're lucky that 6 isn't using 1% of her power. Not even using 1%.
I'm not even using 1% of my power. Maybe if I was, I'd be better at this.
Maybe we have none.
Dude, where on earth was that bucket hanging? When you
Doesn't
died
matter.
because you were distracted. Stop shaking your bum at me. Quote, an actual conversation that I've also had with my cousins. Because they're awful.
There you go. So just to smash that thing.
Jeez, someone is hiding around one of her legs. Oh my goodness.
And that's how you killed her. You may not recognize me because now I have a
Tin
can on my head.
I had a softball
Sometimes
on
you
my
just
head
gotta-
for a while. That was fun.
Let me show you how to kill people.
Don't be silly. Six doesn't need me to show her that. Hang on, I'm gonna try attacking the bathroom stall door to see if there's a human remains inside. There is not. Oh my goodness, this thing is impossible to open by yourself. It's just like all schools.
That's the mood.
I don't even think my school can open up Windows.
Maybe they're locked.
No, I
Like,
just think they're
we have
like.
a lot of.
I remember this from the first game.
I think the windows are just built into the building because if they had because if the windows could open, everyone would escape.
You're thinking of a prison, not a school.
Yes, I think we have a prison and not a school.
Same thing.
Me when I play the piano.
When you have to throw your piano out because small kids always keep jumping on it.
Are we gonna drop the piano to the floor?
Perfect.
6, sweetie, I need you to move. I don't want you to almost die again. It's important to me. 6, I just want you to know that you're baby. Beautiful cinnamon roll, too good for this world. Too pure. Hang on, I'm looking forward. Remain.
Now, what's your plan here?
I think her plan is to jump on the piano.
I see. Did someone order a piano?
I did not.
And now, oh my god.
In fact, I think my family explicitly sold their piano.
Yeah, 6, I feel that too about how that piano. Strange whispering.
More students to kill.
In my team.
Perhaps.
On a frog?
Oh, 6, I will.
They're trying their best. She's trying her best. I don't know what gender is. She. Got it.
6 is T, I believe Nana is T. But I don't know. I think I also do remember.
Yeah, they use the him pronouns for mono.
I don't know. It just feels like a game where where gender is non-existent.
I mean, pronouns don't equal gender.
You know what? You're right. Pronouns don't equal gender.
Also,
My
I don't
bad.
think- I mean, I don't think that they also really matter much. I pick up the
I do vibe with it's sometimes.
valid. Is 6 gonna tackle him?
Peaceful piano music. 6 has a lot of anger.
Sometimes you got
She
anger
used
management.
1% of her power. Well, it's okay. Okay, you've done this before. If this is a sequel.
I love the music.
I don't appreciate the random horror overtones, but what are you doing? You okay?
I know nothing about piano music, so
Well, let me tell you, you can't do that with. That's more of a violent. The creepy kind of squeaky.
do you recognize the melody?
Maybe. No, I don't.
No. I'm trying to think.
Yeah, this part isn't as obvious, but later.
Oh my goodness, it sounds familiar. I just can't place it.
Yeah, maybe if you go into the room and it's clear.
Oh wait.
Did you get food?
I got a boosty. 6, don't stand right there. I don't want to.
Six almost kicked you off.
Yeah.
Teacher.
My brain is just like.
This is-
No, you don't. Dude, your head just went
Yes.
through that mirror.
You have to move while she's playing.
Well, but that's logical.
Which song is that?
I think it's like a happier version of Six theme. Like it's definitely a Little Nightmare song,
Yeah.
but it's like hard to recognize because it's so happy.
Like for a moment, I thought it might have been like a remaster of the Death Waltz, which I'm so sad we never released.
Could be like, I don't know.
How will
I
she
love how
not
she's.
know that it's this great?
Yeah, while she's playing music. And of course she's like changing the notes as if she composed it herself.
Hello, I would like to get back up.
It's too high.
Oh, I have to move the box. She might just be annotating it, like writing down which note is what.
I think. I mean, that's what I would do.
Isn't that what note sheets are for? I'm confused.
Yeah, but like writing down like this one is A.
Oh.
Like I do that when there's
Yeah.
like one that I miss a lot because sometimes my brain doesn't like to register. Oh, it's this note.
You say
Yeah,
that because
I don't
I'm.
play any instrument, so can't even
I'm-
read notes.
I can read drum notes, but there is times where I'm staring and I'm like, is that a snare drum or a bass drum? Because they're two completely different drums. And then I play it with one drum, and then later I'm like, oh, that's a completely different drum. So I'm glad that that's not a newbie thing, but just like a human thing where like the notes
Yeah.
are confusing.
Sure,
I
I'm glad
used to
that
play
you're
the
not
violin.
doing the full thing.
Yeah.
Why not? It looks so pretty on her.
Don't say that.
I used to play the violin, but I never learned how to read the notes, so I literally in class I just memorized the movements
Oh
for the song. Like I had a movement, and so when we played, my teacher's like, "Oh, it's nice that you can like read the notes so fast." And like, no, I don't read the notes. I'm just playing from memory,
Oh,
from
no, no, no,
muscle
no, no,
memory.
no, 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 no. I literally was just saying earlier how much I hate it if you did this.
Yeah, I didn't want to spoil it, so.
No.
Oh my god! Run!
She
Six
totally
made
got
the
me
jump.
there.
Yeah, she did.
Six, I love
Did
you,
she run out of neck juice?
I think she doesn't care because we're out of school.
Fair enough.
And she doesn't care what the students are up to outside of class, so.
I get out. No, I can't.
Way of doing things, I guess.
We need to get you your raincoat.
What does the raincoat do?
It keeps her warm.
It's just a raincoat. It's her.
It's
so
raining.
Six is the character from the first game, and she's very iconic with her yellow raincoat that she has. But she doesn't have it in this game. And it's not outright stated if this is a sequel or a prequel. You know.
So you're trying to see if it's a sequel or a prequel with the coat.
I mean, I don't know. Either way, we're in the rain. I think she ought to have a raincoat.
God, I really love the shot with the cliff
Oh my goodness.
and the buildings. It's aesthetic.
What if you and I were crossing a giant chasm and we held hands? Just kidding. Unless. What if you and I just survived a monstrous school teacher? And we
I'm
were
sad that
running around the city.
we didn't kill her.
Yeah, that was Hello,
Liberate the
raincoat.
students.
Raincoat for my friend, please. Oh, what's he doing? He's cold.
Yeah, she's walking barefoot in the rain.
And she doesn't even have a tin
Yes,
can on her
cold.
head.
Yeah.
You should give her one of your many, many hats.
I wanted to give her the yellow hat, but I think
Well, I don't know what else I was expecting when I was going to look that up, but sure.
what did you look up?
Okay, so I'm trying to draw like a fancy person, like a queen or something. And I was thinking of those hats where it's kind of like flat on your head, but it's sort of weird. And I looked up medieval princess hat and got all those cone hats with the little thingy at the end, and I went, that's right, but also wrong because that's not what I was looking for.
Do you mean like
You know?
like this cap that they put their hair inside of? Or what do you mean?
The I don't even know what I mean. All I remember is that when I had a hat like it when I was a kid. Which is maybe half my problem is that it's a modern fiction of old medieval princess hats, you know? Maybe it's a circlet. Maybe I'm looking up a circlet. I like circlet.
Am I lying to you?
Perfect. Ideal.
It is not how to solve this probably very simple puzzle that I'm struggling with. It is.
Do you mean a bonnet?
Maybe a net. Wait, yeah, no, net sounds close.
Coronet?
Bonnet?
Or
Like I'm gonna try to send a picture with my internet.
well, if you spell it for me.
Six, I'm having technical difficulties. Send help. Oh, I see. I see. Other way.
Ah, my keyboard isn't working.
Oh no. Oh no. Oh.
There. That's what you mean?
No, but it is good. I think what I was imagining doesn't
Yeah.
exist, which I think is why I'm having problems.
Six, do you know how to fix this
I mean, you can
situation?
just invent something that doesn't exist.
Yeah. It's just that easy.
Can you push it to the right?
Probably not. We'll try.
There's no harm in trying.
Probably not, I say, as it is the correct answer. To be fair, I tried pushing one of those to the side in an earlier spot, and I couldn't do it.
Hmm.
Six, you're better at jumping than me. You go on.
Maybe you need to climb the building.
I tried, and I couldn't. maybe I can climb this side. Can we move it? No. It's just like, I am literally dying of hypothermia. And you're just out here like, hey, let's push this dumpster.
But what if we pushed it in a different direction?
Ooh, we did it.
There we go.
Nice.
Come on, bud. Let's get out of the way. And on doorstep.
It's so easy.
Make a noise. Make noise.
She's cold. She's so cold.
I want to help, but I can't. Here. Take paper hat while I have a story. Paper hat. Here you go. No? Okay. Oh, I'll carry it. In case you take it. Oh, it's a little face. Oh. Oh.
Let's get inside.
Dark fix. Let's be the logo. Come on. Face the front. Yay! Give me Lucy. Thank you.
And you go out.
I just wanted to check for secrets because I'm like in the first game there was like one point where the thing was like, okay, you need to push the door closed, and now I push all doors closed.
Oh, no.
You okay, Six? You look a little.
You okay, Six? You say, and then continue to jump randomly.
School.
Me too. She's face palming at me.
I think she was coughing.
I give
No, it was
her
face
hug.
palming. It was definitely face palming.
Oh no. Is me going to the hospital next? I kind of don't want to because that's
Yeah.
No.
Oh, the hospital is gonna. You're gonna die often, I can tell.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Let's grab this. Oh, behind this.
Can you move your cursor again?
Oh, sorry.
Thank you.
I don't know how to turn it off so that it shows my cursor. I really don't want
Y-
to do that.
You can't turn it off.
Ding 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 dong. That is insane.
I like how they can like move the whole garbage cart, but that wouldn't plank. Nah, you have to go to the other side.
I'm like, I guess that it would just be oh, we can't get a good grip on it, but like, it wasn't flat against the thing.
Yeah.
I Like, maybe I should... we'll play for a little bit longer and then I won't know. I won't know nothing, and I'll be dead.
At least the hospital level is short.
If I die in the hospital, they can bring me back to life. And then they can find
Sure.
me for $7 billion.
Bold of you to assume this game takes place in America.
That's fair.
I mean, bold of you to assume that this game takes place in a modern setting and not in like an apocalypse.
I mean, it does canonically exist in possibly an ongoing apocalypse.
Then they won't ask for money.
Based on how you interpret the first game's lore.
The lore.
The
It's
lore.
just the world.
It's the world, and it's the mess. Nobody
I
has.
think it's implied that the signal tower is the cause of everything, but
Yeah.
I don't know, could just be that it's for the city and not the whole world.
Because the plot of the first game, / the lore of it, is that you're on a ship which was created for all the rich people to go to escape the apocalypse.
Yeah, the mall was the only thing that makes sense in the world.
Hey, disabled rep. Guy in a wheelchair.
I mean, all the mannequins are protestic, so...
That is it. I hate these unclimbable boxes that I'm now stuck in. Six, I need your help. 6, I'm stuck. 6, please help me. 6.
How does this happen every 5 minutes?
Oh my goodness, I'm... Okay, there we go. One day I'll learn. But today is
She
not
said,
that day.
like a liar.
No. I said lie. I said no. You know, like a lie. Six has no She's like, peace, I'm out of here.
She has no patience anymore.
Who is leaving these trails for us? That is
Not a very accessible hospital.
I mean, but is anything? I don't know. I keep trying to make a joke, but my brain will not let me joke.
I feel that. I'm still trying to figure out how on earth I missed landing on that.
You can just steal my jokes.
How did I... I don't understand. It's like I'm holding the hold button, I'm jumping onto
You
it,
were not meant to land on this bed.
or that one apparently.
Jumping to the side, I think.
I have no depth perception. I only have depth perception.
Nice one.
Thank you. I believe that was one that you made earlier, and I
Maybe. If so, then I forgot.
Like, I can't tell where things are. Please help.
What if I was there?
Maybe just keep sitting there.
Six has gotten so tired of waiting for me that by
Yeah.
the time I wake up, she's already gone.
Six has places to go.
Every time I fail, it gets funnier.
It sure does.
I mean, I think what's really screwing you over is the camera angle, because I think if you could angle the camera in a different way, you'd be able to see
Yeah, it's like
how
they
left or
have,
right you are.
They have a they made these with a very much a dollhouse perspective, which does make some of the
Now you're not even trying anymore.
I hit the run button instead of the jump button. I am not good at this game. And if you thought that I was, be gone.
I don't think anyone's good at any game. They just do it enough times and suddenly it works.
DJ single-handedly destroys the pro gamer face.
Esports is dead.
I've been destroying it from the inside out all these years. You never know.
One
You never
final
knew.
jump would have been the best that I die.
If you turn around and jump backwards now. Okay.
I want to press the button. I want to press it. We walked into a room at one point and Six just randomly picked up a tin can. Like it did nothing. There was no reason for it, but she did, and it did nothing. What happened to- Gets caught inside random things, gets caught inside random things, gets caught inside random things.
You
I tried sticking a bottle.
Try.
It didn't work.
Can you pull the other thing out?
I tried and it wouldn't let me grab it, so I don't.
Hmm.
You haven't gone up there yet? Kicked it.
No, that's just bandages.
I'm gonna keep throwing bandages at this until it works. This is the third thing of bandages. You're smarter than me. Do you want to try pulling this thing off?
So you can pull it out.
I might be dumb.
And that's it for today.
It's like I walked over there. I hit the grab button. I held it down for a little while. It wouldn't let me. I go over there. I tap it just as a joke, and it works. I hate this town.
How are you
Elevator.
this heavy?
It's
Well.
just a weak elevator.
Force and mass. Something physics.
I mean, that's how I basically passed my physics class. So.
Same. Because I took a freshman level class in my junior year. Finally!
I never had physics.
You know what? It's not worth it, so you're good. No, I say
Yeah.
that really bitterly because my physics class got completely screwed over from me. So. Oh, Laura might not even know this story.
Now you have a flashlight.
No, because I was not at that school for. Yes, I
No,
did.
you left right before the world's worst science class I've ever had. First
Dude,
semester.
At least you didn't take biology with me because that was pretty bad.
No, yeah, Dr. Reed Smith was E. Do you mean Dr. Reed Smith?
Yeah.
Yeah, Dr. Reed Smith is E, and then Dr. Reed Smith proved herself to be more E when I took her biology class last year. She
What?
straight up doesn't know how to teach biology for
Yeah,
older
no,
kids.
No, she doesn't. Sorry for blind.
I mean, but for ninth grade we had physics, but halfway through the year, our physics class, like the first half of the year, we had a teacher who knew what he was doing, knew what he was teaching, but he just had no people skills whatsoever. He would play favorites with the class. He would yell at us, and it made and if you weren't exactly what he wanted, and if you weren't, he would blow you off and not actually help you. He also made me have a panic attack in the middle of one of his
Boo.
experiments because he told us if we didn't do it right, if we didn't do the math right, and if the ball didn't get into the bowl like it was supposed to, we would get an F and we would fail that experiment. And it was the only one in the semester, so of course I freaked out. And then when my thing didn't go into the thing, I had a panic attack. And instead of being like, oh no, I should do something about that, he laughed at me for hiding under the table and crying and hyperventilating.
I'm going to fly back over there and I'm gonna kick his butt.
Yeah, I later found out that what he said about the grade, the failing if you didn't do it, wasn't even real. He was going to grade us for completion, participation, and he just wanted to motivate us into trying to do it good. You would imagine that you would tell that if you saw a child climb under the table and have a panic attack because of the lie you said, you'd go over under there and say, "Hey, I lied. You're fine. Chill out." But he didn't. He said he waited a week later to actually tell me that.
Wow. That man should not be a teacher.
No, he's the lesser evil in this situation because the second semester we switched teachers, and the new teacher knew nothing about physics. He knew nothing. He acted like he taught physics before, but I have no idea where in his timeline of he told us everything about himself and kind of he was super he said he was like a cop at one point and an English teacher, and he said he'd been an English teacher for the last 20 years. So I
Oh,
kind of
cop.
went through that.
Mm.
Yeah, no, yeah, the entire like he was like, I totally know physics, and then his whole like past career history kind of indicated he had no time to actually look at physics and stuff. And then and then instead of actually teaching us physics, he spent the first 3 months being bullied by the kids who didn't want to do anything and watching Hell's Kitchen instead. Yeah. Yep. And then the few times we actually did assignments, they were not great. At one point, he literally right before we were about to present something, he was like, "Give me feedback about how this assignment goes, and I'm okay with taking your critiques, and I'm here to improve as a teacher." And then when we actually like gave him critiques and was like, "This class isn't going well," he yelled at us. And then later, at some point, the administration kept pulling him in because, of course, he wasn't actually teaching us or doing like being a teacher. And then he would come back and be like, "Who snitched on me?" And like, it was not great. And then it all kind of came to a boil at the end where the final exam was not his final exam, but the other teacher's final exam. The other teacher who actually knew physics and was expecting us to have learned something. I completely bombed that test. Unfortunately, the new teacher was so nice that he was like, that he basically like didn't fail people. Yeah, he basically graded us as if we hadn't taken the test at all and gave us all A's. So yeah, you left at a really good time because otherwise you would have had to deal with that pile of hot garbage.
Yeah, sounds like I did.
Yeah.
I think I'll probably stop playing this game after this little cutscene thing. Oh right, I forgot that you have to tune it.
Yeah.
That's understandable.
Tune the TV. Oh my goodness, why is it 3:13? Oh hi 6.